Hi everyone, it's April Garwood from Banana Moon Studio. I am working today some more on my Roland Poncho, and I've made a couple of videos to show how to make the different panels, how to put them together. Today I'm going to start work on the edging, and so I'm going to show you how to begin the edging along one short end of the poncho, and that should also help you figure out how to complete the edging, because once you figure out the first few rows it's pretty easy. So anyway, be sure and check the description box for links to the free pattern, to my website, and to subscribe to my newsletter. I'm going to go ahead and turn this camera around and show you how to get started on the edging for the Roland Poncho. So here is my Roland Poncho that I have sewn the pieces together. I'm working with a size H crochet hook, and I'm working in Universal Yarn Uptown DK, which is an acrylic that's very soft and nice. In the pattern, it tells me that I need to start with the right side of my poncho facing, and using my main color, which is the aqua, I'm going to double crochet evenly along one short edge. Any odd number of double crochet stitches that lays nicely will work. Okay, so I'm going to start on this edge right here, and since I'm going to stitch along that side and I want the right side of my work facing, I'm not actually going to start this way, because to work here I would have to have the wrong side facing to stitch this way. So I'm going to turn this upside down, and I'm going to work starting here and work this way. And so I'll start by putting a slip knot on my crochet hook. The stitches that I'm going to be using to make this edging are the half double crochet and the double crochet, and also back and front post double crochet stitches. So if you've never seen how to make post stitches, you can also learn that by watching. So I'm going to begin by placing a slip stitch in this first stitch here, and I will chain 2. That's not going to count as a stitch, it's just a turning chain to get me up to the height of the stitches I'll be using. So it's easy here across the bottom of this side panel, because I can just place one stitch in the top of each stitch here. Now I have placed one double crochet stitch in each stitch of the side panel, and I'm going to need to double crochet across this center panel. And this is going to be a little less obvious because I'm working into spaces and stitches that are at the bottom of the side panel. So you'll kind of just start by trying to guess what seems like a good amount, and if it's not laying nicely, then you can undo it and redo it. So here is a place where I skipped one chain, so I'm just going to put one stitch here since there was one chain there. And well, maybe I'm wrong. How many did I skip there? Yeah, there's just one chain skipped there. Okay. There's kind of going to be close to one per chain, but see, so I skipped a chain here, but there's a chain here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and put one here in this chain, because it'll keep me from having an awkward gap there, I think. And I'll place one in this chain. And there's a skip chain right here, so I'll place one there. And one here. You really are going to want about one stitch for each chain. And then you can kind of look and see if that's laying nicely. And here's where there was a skip chain, so I'll put one in this space. And there's a chain, so I'll put one there. So there I've done about one for each chain. There's one more chain here, but really I kind of want to help this be under the side panel. One thing I can do, this right here is a chain 2 that doesn't count as a stitch, so I'm not going to stitch into that. But one thing I can do here that will help secure my two panels together even more is go through this stitch and also through that last chain in the center panel at the same time. And that'll just help even make things nicer. So what I want to see is if this number of stitches lays nicely. It feels like a little bit much to me. It kind of seems like it is stretching the bottom of this panel a little bit. I also want to make sure that when I finish stitching across this over here, this side panel, I want to make sure that I have an odd number. So I'm going to count how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. And if I keep this number, then I'll have 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. And that's an even number, so that won't work. I actually need to get rid of at least one stitch anyway, and I kind of feel like it's a little extra big right here. So I'm going to have to get rid of one stitch in here, or maybe 3. So I think I might even want to get rid of 3. So I might try to evenly space the spot where I get rid of them, like here, here, and here. So I'm going to come back to this spot. And I am going to skip putting one here. If that makes an awkward gap though, one thing I could actually try here is go ahead and put one in here, but work a double crochet 2 to, oh, I didn't do that right. I was going to say I could work a double crochet decrease here. So that and then like this. If I work a double crochet decrease there, then I only have one stitch here, but I avoid having an awkward gap here. So that's an option, but I'm not going to do it that way just yet. I'm going to go ahead and skip this spot and put one here. Sorry about that weird noise. It's summertime in Oklahoma and the cicadas are noisy. Okay, let's see. One here. And that's pretty close to the middle, so I'm going to skip putting one here and put one here. So as you're double crocheting across this lace panel, there's going to be some experimentation to get the right number. Because I think that for all the sizes, the side panel, yes, all the side panels have an even number of stitches, so you're going to have an odd number of stitches along the bottom of the lace panel in order to give you an odd number of like a total odd number of stitches. And I'm going to, maybe I'm going to come back. I think what I'm going to do is leave out this one right here. I think I can skip that one without making too big an impact. We'll see. Okay, and then like I said, I can go through this stitch and also through this last of the white panel together on that stitch, and that will just firm up my attachment of the two panels even better. Okay, so I'm feeling a lot better about this. I feel like this lays nicely. There don't seem to be any weird awkward gaps, so I feel pretty good about that. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Well, maybe that won't work. It looks like I have 18 stitches across there. Let me count those again. I do have 18 stitches across there. Phooey, I'm going to have an odd number. So let me take it back and go ahead and put one more in here. Maybe I miscounted last time, or maybe I put a stitch in one more spot than I meant to, but anyhow, I'm going to put one here and here, and then I should have an odd number across this lace panel. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Good. Okay, so now I should be good on the number and spacing of stitches across the lace panel. And I feel good about how it's laying nice and flat and it's not stretching it. So I'll go ahead and finish double crocheting across this second side panel. Alright, so I have finished the first row, and my second row is going to start making this ribbing. So I need to turn my work. And I'm going to chain 2. That chain 2 won't count as a stitch, it's just a turning chain. And I'm going to half double crochet in the first stitch. So that's yarn over, pull through the stitch, and then pull through all 3 loops. And then I will back post double crochet in the next stitch. So yarn over, and I'm going to bring my hook to the wrong side of the, or actually to the back of the fabric, and bring it through here. So you can see on this side that I have my hook under the post of the stitch from the back side. And then I go ahead and work a double crochet stitch as usual. In the next one I will half double crochet, and again back post double crochet. And again, to make that back post double crochet, I bring my hook to the wrong side. I'm sorry, it's not the wrong side. It's actually the right side of my fabric, but to the back, the side away from me, and go through the holes on either side of the post, and then work a double crochet as usual. And I will do that, alternating half double crochet and back post double crochet all the way across. And in the last stitch, half double crochet, and then I will turn and chain 2, which does not count as a stitch, half double crochet in the first stitch, and front post double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, so here is, these were the back post double crochets I made, these ones that are kind of sticking forward. To do a front post double crochet, I'll yarn over and go around the post of this stitch from the front side of the fabric, so this way. And then you complete the double crochet stitch as usual. So half double crochet here, and front post double crochet around each of the post stitches. Alright, and I'll show you that front post stitch one more time. You're going to go around the post this way and then complete the double crochet stitch as usual. And so this row is just going to alternate half double crochets and front post stitches. And then the next row is going to be like row 2, where you're alternating half double crochets and back post double crochets. And that completes the, after you work that 4th row, completes the edging for one short side. And then you will do the edging for the other short side the same way by starting, you'll have to start with it upside down and double crocheting across. Just make sure that when you work the second side, you put the same number of stitches across the lace panel that you did across the first one so that they match. And then the next part of the edging after that will be to work the same ribbed edging across the long edges of the poncho. And when you do that, you will start, so like this is my edging that I've just started for this video right here. It's going to be another 2 rows out this way. And the edging for the long side of the poncho is going to start out here. So that, if that makes sense, it's going to start out here where this edging's sticking out, and I'm going to stitch across this way. But it's going to be that same ribbed edging. So I hope that that has helped you figure out how to make the edging for the Roland Poncho. Please, like I said earlier, check the description box for links. And please remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment so that I can know the things you are interested in learning. I hope you have a great day. Bye.